Check it out, the translucent structures that permeate throughout the entire solar system are so visible here. This is an image taken by the Galileo orbiter. Check this out. This is a small picture. They don't publish the picture larger because they know that you're gonna see things if you know what you're looking for. Well, let's enlarge it with a browser. Look at that. I mean, they're so visible. Oh, those are pixels. No, they're not. Pixels are little squares. These are none of that. See how they all have the same geometry. And look, they're all over. It's like it's water, but it's dust structure, those filaments. Look at that. If that was pixel, it would be little squares. There's not a single square here. It's all made in different. See what I'm saying? It's just difficult to explain because I don't have a word for that. There's no words in geometry to describe these shapes. It's only when you go far away and see the geometrical shape is that of, like I've been saying, it's all made with hands. Difficult to even explain it and nevertheless understand it or accept it. Because even if you do the drawing, which is nearly impossible because it's three-dimensional, you don't see a single star in the background. There's none of that because we are inside a structure. See that? It's all the exact same thing, but it just repeats and repeats, millions of them. It's like we're swimming in this. And then look how when you darken the image, you see it on the surface, all over the surface. Just the brightness mask. Or look, when you go in the dark part, you see them right there. Then we use the zoom it. Oops. Yeah, that happened. Another page. There you go. It's there. Too much bright. See, those are the same geometrical pattern that I show in my own video in my house, on my arm. It's translucent. It's just difficult to, even to show it is difficult. To explain it is impossible. And do the drawing as well, and forget that. But in the dark part in space, it's very visible. Right there. See, it's three-dimensional, and it looks like you see faces, and there's none of that. It's all Like I say, it's made with hands. You see how the geometry is, I mean, it's insane, man. It's really insane. Only, like I said, only a God-like entity could create something this complex and simple at the same time, because I know what the geometry is. It's just this three-dimensional. That's impossible to do a drawing on it. Well, you can show what it looks like, barely. It's on the Soho stereo images, appears the exact same way, and on the optical camera. Well, NASA now doesn't let you get into the Soho image theater because they know that we're finding things. Well, there's an object here, an electromagnetic vehicle, right at the edge of it. It cut the picture. You see, this thing permeates on the moon. I mean, on this surface, it permeates. It's here, you can see the outline. It's like the sky is the exact same thing. Our sky is made with that too. Like I say, these people will never, you won't hear a single investigator talk about any of this, ever. Because their mind is tunnel vision. They see, oh, the little saucer there, the so-called structure here, and blah, blah, blah. But they don't examine the images. You can see the translucent geometry right there. It's just, like I say, it's impossible to do a drawing of what it looks like. I know what it looks like, but it's three-dimensional. It's just impossible to do a three-dimensional drawing. No, that kind. This is like God-like. There's only one piece right there that I can show with my own hand what it looks like, right there. It almost looks like a pair of eyes, but it's none of that. Because they overlap each other. Let me see if I can do a drawing on that little piece right there. Right there. Check it out, what it is. Well, the thing is that it goes to both sides. And you overlap. Say this geometry is the exact same thing everywhere. And you can see that it repeats in different ways, up and down, side to side, diagonal. They overlap each other, interlock to each other, and they blur the shit out of this image too. that's a hand right there. 1, 2, 3, 4 fingers. And then you see the thumb coming this way. So as a hand holding what it looked to me like a tool, but it's really, it turned into another hand and another hand, and it's just in millions of that. When you go to this, you have to brighten the image to, then you see that. Believe me, there was nothing there, but there'll be stars in the background, and you know, no, there's none of that. You can look at any image from anywhere and you won't see a single star in the background. That was what Ed White from Gemini 4 said. As I went up, the sky turned from pale blue to purple to black, no dark black. There was not a single star. All I could see was the moon, the earth, and nothing else. Couldn't see the sun. There was some kind of light coming from somewhere, and it only struck certain things. So he couldn't see the sun, so or was it the only electro-optical? Electro-optical devices are the only one that can capture the sun in space. The sun is a dark thing, and it emits certain light in a weird way. I mean, they don't even know how the sun produces electricity or the energy. So look, there's the geometry right there. Let me do one single. See, there's no pixels. Those are not pixels, man. Those are no little squares. There's a purpose. But if you pay attention, okay, I'm telling you, I've been studying images for years. It's the same thing, but it's just so three-dimensional that it's, I mean, you will never make sense of any of this. Because it overlaps. And turn into another one, and it just convoluted because it's, like I said, three-dimensional, man. It's just impossible to do this. You say, well, but I cannot see what you're, well, because, like I said, it's three-dimensional. You can only see it there's a hand that goes to both sides, to the left and to the right. It's grabbing something. I cannot ever see what the deal look exactly. Only in few images I've been able to see that it looked like a scepter or a cylinder, something with a, I mean, it's a weird shit that it's just nearly impossible to. And you see how it repeats and repeats. The whole thing is the exact same thing, but it repeats in every which way. And you see it formed, it looked like faces, and there's none of that. It plays with your mind.